Hello all of you, and in this video we are going to learn about average average velocity and average speed. As we remember that the distance is the length of the path covered, or the path length, distance is the path length, while displacement equals to the change in position when a body goes from point P1 to point P2 in time t, or delta t, that is the equals to t2 minus t1, or the start final time minus initial time. So suppose a particle goes from P1 to P2 and time delta t. So first we have to learn about the average velocity. Since average velocity is a vector quantity, it has its magnitude and it also has its direction. So when we talk about average velocity, this is related to the displacement. Average velocity is related to displacement and is equal to displacement by time, which is formulated as P2 minus P1 by T2 minus T1. That is equal to displacement by time. Now when we talk about average speed, this is related to the path length. Average speed is related to the path length and is equal to the path length divided by time interval. To understand it better, let's take a point here, name it P1, and let's take a point here, name it P2. Suppose a mosquito or a fly goes from point P1 like this to point P2. Suppose the path length traversed is 5 kilometers or 5 meters, let's say 5 meters. Meanwhile, the straight line joining the point P1 to P2 in this way, the length of the straight line connecting point P1 and P2 is 3 meters. 3 meters. So the average velocity is related to displacement, or 3 meters here. Let's say time taken is 2 seconds. Let's say delta t equals to 2 seconds. Now the displacement is related to the average velocity is related to the displacement, and the displacement here is 3 meters divided by 2 seconds gives the value 3 by 2 meter per second. And this should also have a direction, let's say in along north. Meanwhile, the average speed is related to the path length, which is 5 meters here, and this should be divided by the same time interval, that is 2 seconds, gives 5 by 2 meter per second. And this must not have the direction, as you can see the path length goes like this, so this doesn't have a fixed direction, and it's a scalar quantity. So the average speed is 5 by 2 meter per second. Meanwhile, the average velocity is 3 by 2 meter per second north. Let's say if this direction is north. So as you can see, the average velocity is 3 by 2 meter per second in the north direction as a direction also. Meanwhile, the average speed is 5 by 2 meter per second, which is very different from the average velocity's magnitude of 3 by 2 meter per second. So average speed is different. Remember, average speed, average speed is always greater than the magnitude of average velocity. As you can see, 5 by 2 is much greater than 3 by 2. So that's it.